from your parents, you can get a boyfriend. Or you can go to such a place and do something like this, and they give you money, you can buy always. Um, Others, they have friends that can give them the always, but you reach to an extent of like, why are you always asking always from me? Can't you do what I do to get what you're always coming to ask? So this brings in a sex coercion where, like, give me, I give you. Girls start going into relationship that they're not ready for. And it's sometimes with young boys, and they expect a lot from this young boy, and this young boy does not know anything, doesn't get even money. They will lead the boy astray to say, I need to provide for my girlfriend. At this age, you cannot provide for your girlfriend when your parents
even for yourself you cannot
exactly
provide, yeah.
You cannot provide for yourself. Yeah, and then going back to the issue of teachers not being
yeah. Before briefly you go on to that, looking at the girls and you're talking about going to the boyfriend or something like that, what advice would you give them before you move to the teachers?
I would tell the girls to be friendly, to be open to their mothers. I know the issue of periods. Our mothers do understand because coming from where they came from, where they suffered a lot. Sometimes when you're in your period, my grandmother used to tell me, like, once for them, when you get your period, you get soil and you sit on it, and then the blood will just enter into the soil. And I know our parents will understand. Our girls should, sometimes our parents are sometimes approaching them is difficult, but when it comes to period, try your best to talk to your parents, talk to your mom, talk to your dad. And going and looking for a boyfriend or something like this is not the solution. You're still young, you still need to study, go to school. Don't listen to whoever is advising you to get a boyfriend, or you go do something which you're not ready for. Yeah, that is
All right, let's move to the
teachers. And moving to teachers, some female teachers not being friendly to the girls. I would say this is coupled maybe with a lot of other things. Sometimes people carry their issues from home and bring it to the workplace. So probably maybe the female teacher is having issues back at home, and so she is very hard to approach, or maybe she has her own challenges that she's struggling with. That is why she's not approachable. But I would like to advocate and encourage the teachers, especially the female, be friendly to the girls. If the girls cannot get support from home, their only hope is at the school. And if they can't get help at school, where do you think they will be? They will be caught in the middle, and they will end up doing things that does not even support their life, does not bring some good future for them. So, and also the head teachers, try as much as possible, when doing recruitment, at least female teachers have to be among the teachers. You can't employ all male, because girls feel more comfortable discussing their issues with fellow female.
Right. Yes, Nyang, I want you to summarize this briefly in Arabic before I can come to Canada. Then we'll pick few calls from the listeners. Yes.
Okay. Shukran. So, طبعا زي ما Grace قالوا، طبعا في الجنوب في حاجات قاعدين يحصل شديد في النساوين، والحاجة زي ما قالوا إنه في بنات بعض مرات لو شايف إنه أموات بتاعهم ما قاعدين هقدر أو أبوهم مشان ما يجيب لهم sanitary pads أو always ده، لأنه always لو بيجا ما ظاهر بيقول إنه عنده boyfriend بتاعه بقدر يشتري له always. لكن قلنا إنه حاجة ده عشان بنات امشي هناك ده الحاجة اللي قاعد يحصل في بيت، إنه كأبوه بتاعه أو همه لو ما قاعد تتكلم معه تكون فرين معه، تعرف إنه الدور بتاعه ده بيجي يوم شنو. لو ما قدر إنه عشان يجي يتكلم معك، لازم خليك تتكلم معه أو هساله، لأنه الناس الصوبان ده لازم بيتكلم، لأنه لو الناس قاعدين يتكلم يجي زول بقدر يقول حاجة أحسن له، الحاجة ده أحسن له. لو كلم معك أنت بتقدر تصرف، لأنه البنية دي لو ما قدر إنه عشان يتصرف، أنت كهمه أو أبوه لازم تقدر تصرف عشان تسير له حاجة. أو حاجة تانية الرسالات الناس قاعدين يدور في المدارس أو في الهلة ده وما يعرف إنه الحاجات ده بيلاقوهن. لو بقى يعرف إنه السايكو بتاعه ده، لو زول بيعرف السايكو بتاعه الزمن بتاع البيريد بتاعه، لأنه سايكو ده فيه زمن تاني.
نعم.
لا في من الناس تاني
مرة ده ما بيمشي برا
أيامات بمشي، ومرة تاني ما بيجي بنفس الزمن اللي أنت عارف. لأنه لو زول يعرف إنه الزمن بتاعه في يوم كده، لأنه تجايز بعد 5-6 يوم تجايز تتكلم مع زول، لو قدرت إنه لقيت حاجة، أو لو مشيت للناس اللي قاعدين يصرفوا، أو في السكول في أمك أو أبوه، أو في المال زي ما إسرائيل قاعد يوزع للناس اللي قاعدين قريب. لو لقيته ما لازم تحفظه، بدل انه تمشي للناس التانيين. والحاجه الثانيه حصل للنساوين اللي قاعدين في المدارس. النساوين اللي قاعدين في المدارس ده طبعا حاجات لو بقى ما في ده قاعد يجي مشكله. طبعا انت بتلقى انه المرة ده ذاته ما عنده قصد مع البنات اللي قاعدين في المدرسه ده، لكن الفكريات ده حاجات لو بقى ما في يجي زول بيكون داير يكون عنده مشكله مع زول تاني ان شاء الله لو ما عنده مشكله. حاجه ده بيخلي الناس تانيين ذاته انه ان شاء الله لو داير يشوف في حاجه جنبك ده لازم تكون زعلان يومي في زي زمن. لانه ده الحاجه اللي بيخلي النساوين ده انه لانه حاجاتهم زادوا هم بنفوسهم، لو هم ما قدر عشان يسر لنفوسهم، لانه كيف يمشي يجيبوا للناس ثانيين، كيف زول ثاني يجي يتكلم معه بالزول بتاع اولويز ده، لانه ده الحاجات اللي قاعد يحصل.
Yes. Briefly, Kennedy, I'd like you. Akile earlier talked about syllabus, but also tell us how can menstrual hygiene education be integrated into school curriculums? This is to ensure girls receive proper information early enough. Kennedy.
Okay, thank you. Just to be brief, as you said, Akile talked of the inclusion to the syllabus, like bringing the menstrual hygiene to the syllabus of South Sudan. And also, I know it might take time for us to do that, but it still has schools. We can still have it in us that at least once in a month, we come together and we talk about menstrual hygiene to both the girls and the boys. And also, like Samuel said earlier on, if we look at having debates on topics in relation to menstrual hygiene, it is going to create that awareness in all the children who are at the school, both the boys and the girls, that there is something that is there that girls always receive every month, and whenever it happens, we should not take it as something that is bad. It is something that is of nature, and it is healthy for every girl or any woman outside there to receive. And that shows the strength that a woman is having, and it shows that that woman who is receiving that menstruation period is healthy enough and she is reproductive in nature. Yes.
All right, let's pick 2 or 3 calls briefly before we come back to our guests in the studio. We have 10 minutes to wind up. اتصل علينا بكل اختصار. بنتكلم الليلة طبعا اليوم بالعالمي للنظافة الشهرية، ده خاصة للبنات يوم 28 شهر 5. ده مبادرة عالمية بيجي للتوعية بأهمية النظافة الصحية أثناء الدورة الشهرية، وطبعا بتحدي المعذورات والوصمة الاجتماعية المحيطة به وفقا لتقييم أجراه وزارة التعليم العام وشركائه لسنة 2020. في 72% بس من المدارس اللي عندهم مصادر مياه كافية، و40% منه بتفتقر إلى دورات مياه، مما بيصعب على طالبات المدارس إدارة النظافة الصحية. ضيف بتاعي في الاستوديو من إزرا 8. اتصل علينا وقدم رسالة بتاعك أو السؤال بتاعك على 11 أو 22 986 986 أو رسالة نصية على 13 986 986 وده بيجيبك في استوديو هات راديو.
Radio, your eye on South Sudan. Radio, your eye on South Sudan. Radio. Good morning, it's I Radio.
مرحبا بك مرة تاني. نرفع بعض من المكالمات، لو عندك فرصة ممكن تتصل علينا على أرقامنا 11 أو 22 986 وهذا بيجيبك في استديوهات اي راديو. Also let's read some comments here on our Facebook page. Helen Immaculate wrote on our Facebook, we need to advise all schoolgirls to cut small clothes and use it as a part if she cannot afford. Now this is number one. Number two, she says we also need health education to educate them on how to make money so that they can be able to buy it. For example, a small business like when they are for holidays, let them look for job in restaurants, helping in washing dishes, making ice cream, selling cool water. And then another point she said, encourage ladies to move with tarha or kitenge in the back in case she sees a friend in on period, she cover her and take her somewhere to clean herself up. Radio. Yes, very interesting and important points there raised by Helen Immaculate. Awad Angok said it's beautiful to speak about health, especially menstruation period. Another comment here on our Facebook from Yel Kabir, who wrote, this situation make me drop my tears, the situation that our people are facing. As a parent, put your children first and listen to them. That's his message there. Helen Immaculate is also watching us live from Juba Teaching Hospital. We have Amito Dalia. Amito Dalia wrote, good morning, iRadio. It's good to educate our community. Misinformation is a normal thing. But then let's not forget girls with disability. They are not informed on how to manage it. Let them be included in this one, and because this is a challenge with the girls with the disability. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. Radio, good morning. I think our line's breaking there. I have some probably technical problem. We continue to read comments here on our Facebook. We'll comment on that. And Mariaka Bol Ajang said, to address those myths about menstruation, we need to put the following into consideration. Provide accurate education like integration of menstrual health in curriculum, community outreach to conduct community-based education on menstrual health. And then he said, we need to identify those myths and address them. Radio. I hope you're noting now, right? Hello, Radio. Radio, good morning. Now, Minumana. All right, the line is breaking there. I think we have a problem with the network. We can now comment on the questions and some of the comments on our Facebook page. Let me add one more before you can come in. Ulinga Abu Joshua also said, good morning, Akile and iRadio. Not forgetting regular callers, Facebook commenters, and also Ulinga watching you live from WOW. Today, Youth-Friendly Group for Development is celebrating menstrual hygiene with primary school in Civil Engagement Center with young female. Well, that's a very good news there. We have less than 5 minutes now. I want you to comment on some of the important points raised there from our Facebook page. Yes, Akelo?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So, thank you everyone for the comment. So, I think the issue surrounding period poverty, everyone has noticed and everyone is really advocating for it. Congratulations to the youth in WOW for the celebration. And this, I think these are male that are celebrating, heading the celebration. This is something really great. And my sister talked of we should not, this is one very important thing. We do not forget girls and women living with disabilities. They're actually our priority. When my colleague before talked about facilities. So when we are making these facilities, the facilities should be accessible to girls and women that are living with disabilities. Talking on the issue of girls learning business, it's okay for girls to support their parents by engaging in some businesses, but it should be healthy business. Sometimes some businesses are not really healthy. You hear a lot of stories about girls looking for work, but at the end of the day, they are being taken advantage of. So, if girls are going out there to look for jobs, you need to identify a job that is healthy, a job that will not expose you to risk and other challenges in the future. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Nyang, you can add something on that, especially in Arabic.
طبعا بالكومنتس اللي انتوا قلتوا يا جماعه سو شكرا زي ما يوث قالوا في سيلبريشن في واو سو شكرا بالحاجه اللي انتوا قاعدين تعملوا ده سو طبعا بالحاجات اللي الناس قالوا سو كجنوبين او كافريكانز طبعا حاجات زي ديل في حاجات قاعدين نعملوا من البلد زمان سو هسه ده زي ما قالوا انه girls with disabilities ده طبعا ناس زي ديل ناس تعبانين شديد ولو خليناهم انه عشان ما هيكون في الاجال اللي نحن قاعدين نعمله ده في البرنامج ده سو هيكونوا تعبانين بدرجه طبعا زي ما لو ناس ما شمال وما قدر انه عشان يمشي سو طبعا لو عندنا awareness او الرسائل اللي بنودت في الناس في الهله او في communities مرود نسال الناس دي انه هم فيه ولا ما فيه عشان يقدر عشان ما يقدر عشان يلقى حاجه الناس قاعدين يستفيدوا فوقه والحاجه الثانيه بالحاجه بتاعت البيزنس ده سو حاجات بتاعت البيزنس ده طبعا كإسرائيل في انيشيتيف شويه نحن عملناه السنه اللي فات للبنات طبعا زي ما جريس قالوا طبعا البنات ده انه عشان هم هيشتغلوا في بيزنس البيزنس ده لازم ناس يخلي بالهم انه بيزنس ده بيساعدهم كيف سو البيزنس اللي نحن عملناه السنه اللي فات عملنا للبنات في السنترز بتاعنا سو جبنا لهم شعر اللي هم قاعدين يشتغلوا في السنترز سو هم عندهم مسؤولية بتاعهم سو ناس تانيين بيجي بيشتري منهم الشعر ده قاعد يكون في السنتر مننا سو هم بيجي ناس تانيين بيجي من الهلة بيجي بيشتري منهم والقروش ده قروش بتاعهم الحاجة هم دايرين يعملوا بو ده هم بعملوا لو بيجي عندنا باتس لأنه هم beneficiaries بتاعنا برضو لو هم قدر إنه لقى always اللي عندنا في السنتر هم بيشيلوا ولو هم ما قدر سو هم بمشي بيشتري لهم من البرة أو لأخواتهم في البرة اللي هم ما قدر إنه عشان يلقى حاجة في السنتر مننا.
Right, and we are coming to the end of our talk show for today. Hopefully we'll have more time in the near future to discuss more. But then before you wind up, I want to give you each a few seconds for your last message as we wind up our discussion, especially on the importance of menstrual hygiene day. Let me start with you, Kennedy. What's your last message?
Okay, thank you. My last message will only go to all the parents outside there. We should ensure that we create an open space and a honest conversation about menstruation with our girls, with our boys at home, and we should ensure that period should be something that is normal for all the girls, and the boys should understand that it is a normal routine for all our sisters and the mothers outside there. So whenever that they are in need of our support, we should make sure that we provide them with what they need to be safe during that time when they are having their period, and we should not let them down. They should continue with their education. That is what I can say. And let's look at all our community leaders, people that we are looking up at in the community, to ensure that we create awareness and education in all the communities where we are coming from. Thank you.
Right. Nyang, risala akhir bukun shino?
Yeah, the last message to the public is that, in the country, so mostly in South Sudan here, we have most of our people who are still in far villages, and even for us, those who are in towns. So we are an exemplary to those who are in the village, that we should encourage our people in the village that they should be taking the girls' children to school. So the other thing is that for the girls themselves, they should also know that menstruation is their right, it is the else right. So not that they should be guided by other people. So let them know that it is their right. So by maybe, even if they are to quarrel with their fathers or their mothers, asking for sanitary pads or things that can help them in their menstrual period. So they should ask for it. So in whichever means possible. Not that they should fight, but they have to ask for it, knowing that it is their right.
Alright.
So del hajal mungkin نقول للناس والهجل فيه يا جماعة المنسترال period ده للنساوين في عمر بتاعت البيريود والبنات كلهم يعرف انه ده رايت بتاعهم والهجل فيه كالناس اللي قاعدين في جوبا ده او في مدينة تانين سو عندنا ناس قاعدين في بلد الناس اللي قاعدين في بلد ده نتكلم معهم عشان هم يجيبوا البنات في المدارس لانه الشغل بتاع انه لانه بودي الاولاد في المدارس وبنات يفضل في بيت ده الحاجه اللي بيخلينا ورا بدرجه سو خلينا نتكلم مع ناس لو زول قاعد في البلد ما عنده قدر عشان يجيب البنيه ده لازم انت خاله او زول اللي بيقبلوه اللي قاعد في المدينه ده لازم تقدر تجيب البده مع الاولاد اللي انت جبته ده جيبوا مشان هم يقراوا لو ما في قدر انه عشان هم يقرا والرساله الثانيه للجفرمنت لانه المحلات البعيد اللي ما فيه مدارس خلي مدارس يفتحوا في محلات ديل الناس لو بقدر انه عشان يمشي مدارس يجي زول بقدر يعمل حاجه لنفسه بيعرف حاجه الكويس معه شنو والحاجه اللي ما كويس شنو عشان لو ناس كلم في الحاجه انت ما قاعد تفهم بعد مرات عادي ده بيكون صعب شديد عشان زول يقدر انه يمشي مع ناس لكن لو زول بقى يعرف حاجه بنفسه ده ما بيكون سهل اي حاجه اللي بيكون سهله للناس كله
نعم
شكرا
alright شكرا yes Akile your message before we wind up
Thank you. So my message is let's normalize talking about menstrual period. Let's not look at it as a taboo. And also to the girls, when you begin or if you're getting your period, talk to a trusted person. Even if it's a neighbor that you trust, please talk to that person to get support. And to the other partners on the ground, let's not give up on educating the community on menstrual hygiene because it's the future of South Sudan. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you all. Nyang Samuel, Health Officer, Akile Gray, Social Worker, and Pari Kennedy, Community Advisor, all from Israel 8 organization. Thank you all for joining us on The Dawn today to talk about this Mental Hygiene Day. Thank you for coming. Yes, and with that, we have come to the end of the extended hour of the Dawn edition for today. Join us again tomorrow morning at the same time to get the latest on what's happening in South Sudan and beyond the borders. Up next, Soundtrack Show with Dico D. Andrew. On behalf of the Dawn team, Paulina Althea, Juan Moses, Darlington Moses, and producer Barry Johnson, this has been Emmanuel Joseph Akile. Do have a good day. Stay safe, stay blessed. We catch up again tomorrow.